Okay, guys, okay. Okay. That transition though, I got too up with the wave. I hold down. I held down. Although, man, this ship is messing me up. That wave though, I'm really consistent at the wave. If you beat it, what will you do next? I will lower requests. That transition though, I got too up with the wave. Okay, what the fuck just happened? I hold down. Alright, let me make you moderator, Lucas. Be right back, guys. This ship is messing me up. That wave though, I'm really consistent at the wave. If you beat it, what will you do next? I will be right back, guys. Lower requests. That transition though, I got too up with the wave. Okay, what the fuck just happened? I hold down. Alright, let me make you moderator, Lucas. Be right back, guys. This ship is messing me up. That wave though, I'm really consistent at the wave. There you go, Lucas. Now you are moderator. And yes, Bobby, this should be like at least hard demon. Like, the transitions are unfriendly. Like, very unfriendly. It's very annoying. That transition though, I got you up. Okay, what the fuck is happening? I hold down. Alright, let me make you moderator. I'm for sure this is harder than like this ship is messing me up. 9 circles. I'm really definitely. There you go, Lucas. Both realistic and yes, Bobby. This should be like 9 circles because of the transition. Transitions are unfriendly, like very unfriendly. Very annoying. Let's go. I'm for sure this is harder than like 9 circles. Definitely. There you go, Lucas. Both realistic and yes, Bobby. This 9 circles because of the transition. Transitions are unfriendly, like very unfriendly. Very annoying. This fucking ship, man. It's gonna. Let's go. I'm for sure this is harder than like 9 circles. Definitely. There you go, Lucas. Both realistic and yes, Bobby. Because of the transition. Unfriendly. Very annoying. This fucking ship, man. It's gonna. Let's go. There were people. Oh my god. GG, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. What's up, campers? It's Isaac. What's up, campers? It's Isaac.
Hey, how's it going? Ever heard about this game called League of Legends? Well, you're hearing about it now. Check it out. Each game you get put into a team of 5, or 3 if you're into that sort of thing. But mainly 5. You and your team are put up against 5 other players. You guys pretty much battle it out until one team reaches the enemy base and destroys the Nexus. Sounds pretty cool, right? You can join a game and play with random teammates, or you can pick up some friends and get them to play with you. League of Legends has many champions.
From ghostly sounds coming out of nowhere, to a creepy room hidden inside a house, here are 6 creepy things found while playing Fortnite. Humming Ghost. Fortnite Save the World is filled with lots of lore and Easter eggs in comparison to its other free-to-play Battle Royale game. That said, you're bound to find some things that are pretty weird in Fortnite Save the World. In fact, you might find some things that are a little too weird to the point where it just comes off as being creepy. For example, take this gameplay in which showcases one of the subtle things that can be found while scavenging for wood in forested areas. There's no doubt that hearing this as you play by yourself is pretty creepy. This adds to the already somewhat creepy ambience of the game with its abandoned locations and zombies that spawn out of nowhere. Now, some people have said that this may be an homage to Fortnite's original concept, which was supposed to be a horror game but later took a different direction and became something more cartoonish and lighthearted. Whether or not this was a tribute to the game's original concept, coming across this is nonetheless very haunting. Slender Man. By now, almost everyone knows who Slender Man is. Slender Man's popularity is demonstrated by the countless references made to this creepypasta in both films and video games such as Fortnite. If you drop in Wailing Woods and head over to a shack that's inside a maze, you'll find a poster inside. If you look at this poster for a couple of seconds, it may turn into something you might recognize. However, that's only part of this Easter egg. If you wait until the storm comes and head towards the forest, you might come across Slender Man himself. There have only been a few instances of people getting this Easter egg, so you might not get it the first time you try. Now, some people think that this Easter egg isn't true. However, no one has come out to prove that it's fake. So if you're feeling a bit skeptical about this, perhaps you should try this yourself. However, take caution. No one has been able to document what happens upon meeting Slenderman. My guess is that your player dies. Who knows what happens, and who knows if it's true. Hopefully Epic Games can come out to confirm this creepy Easter egg. There have only been a few instances of people getting this Easter egg, so you might not get it the first time you try. Now, some people think that this Easter egg isn't true. However, no one has come out to prove that it's fake. So if you're feeling a bit skeptical about this, perhaps you should try this yourself. However, take caution. No one has been able to document what happens upon meeting Slenderman. My guess is that your player dies. Who knows what happens, and who knows if it's true. Hopefully Epic Games can come out to confirm this creepy Easter egg. A mysterious meeting. If you head over north out of Wailing Woods and northeast of Tomato Town, you'll stumble upon something pretty weird.
Actually, I wonder if there's like stuff up here. Holy sh**, that's weird as hell. What the hell? What the hell is that about?
As with most Easter eggs found in Fortnite, coming across this is kinda creepy and leaves you questioning the meaning behind it. What's with the circle of chairs? And why is there a bear and a scarecrow? Unfortunately, these questions haven't been answered by Epic Games, yet some have theorized the meaning behind these bears. Apparently, destroying them all can unlock the Zapatron, which was a gun in Battle Royale that had to be removed because it was just way too powerful. And it's believed that it's still in the game, just hidden. Of course, this is just a theory. There has yet to be evidence of what happens once all bears are destroyed. Now, this could also be a reference to Save the World, in which has a quest where you have to destroy a certain amount of teddy bears. The developers of this game have yet to explain some of these Easter eggs, most of which have not been found, according to Fortnite's lead designer Eric Williamson. Hopefully we'll get some explanation soon to some of these creepy Easter eggs. Hidden Basement. As you scavenge for resources and save the world, you might find an innocent-looking house. Upon entering this place, you might think that it's just like every other house in this neighborhood. However, as you make your way down to the basement, you'll start to realize that there's something odd about this place. Once you're in the basement and you've destroyed the fridge blocking the entrance to a hidden room, you'll find what appears to be a torture chamber, or what seems like a mortician's lab. But the basement isn't the only thing that's creepy about this house. It's also what's outside of it. If you go upstairs and head towards the yard, you'll find some freshly made, unmarked graves. Of course, this coupled with the torture chamber downstairs leads to the conclusion that this house belonged to some deranged serial killer. But what makes this even more unsettling is the lack of a backstory. You're only left with your imagination to fill in the blanks of what happened to these people before being buried. And if you're like most people, your imagination might cause you to think about some pretty dark things. Disappearing teddy bear. If you drop in a gas station and climb up the stairs of a mechanic shop, you'll find a room that's completely empty. But you'll find that there's more to the room if you tear down one of its walls.
And as I was smashing through all the walls, there is a car, and when I looked inside the car, there is a stuffed teddy bear. And after I look at it for a few seconds, it disappears. And this is really creepy. Now, this is something I've seen in a few other video games. Call of Duty is renowned for its multiplayer maps having these secret hidden teddy bears, but I've never seen this happen in Fortnite before, where there's been a teddy bear and it's just disappeared out of nowhere. And underneath that car...
The fact that this bear disappears is kind of creepy. Now, this might be a glitch that occurred only to this person, yet there's videos of people capturing the same thing. So, if this is something that commonly happens, then this must have been added to the game. And if so, what's the meaning behind it? The other bears in this game most likely serve as a reference to Save the World, since shooting them emits a purple gas. Yet this one doesn't seem to have any purpose. Now, this could be alluding to the fact that Fortnite is haunted. There have been theories floating around the internet that Fortnite is haunted by those that were wiped out by the storm, and this Easter egg seems like a nod to those theories. However, the meaning behind it is still a mystery. Ghost. There seems to be more evidence supporting the theory that Fortnite is haunted. After landing in Pleasant Park, Kentrell's 1993 captured this chilling clip. According to a subreddit user, there have been rumors floating around that the word pleasant is used as a cover-up for the terrible crimes that occurred inside. Those that died in this place were buried in haunted hills, and every so often the spirits of the deceased would travel back to Pleasant Park to continue living there as they did when they were alive. If this is true, then Pleasant Park isn't the only place that's haunted. Others have captured weird things as they explored certain locations.
Eine brauche, aber eigentlich ist der Loot
Ja,
immer
ich
ziemlich
brauche
gut.
eine. Theoretisch.
das war
Hinter dir. Ich. Hi.
dein Mate?
Hopefully more people will find anomalies in the game to support this theory. For now,
I am
Stupid. Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat. Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be doing a Halloween special. Now, it's been a long time since I've actually done anything like this on my channel, and it's something I've always wanted to do. Something a little bit spooky, something a bit weird. Well, basically, Fortnite has a bunch of hidden Easter eggs that aren't Easter eggs that you would expect to be in the game. Now, as you can see in the thumbnail, there are some weird things going on. Now, Fortnite have secretly been adding in some strange things. Anyway, let's get straight into this and show you guys number one. Coming in at number one for this will be teddy bears. If you guys don't realise, Fortnite have had teddy bears in the game since the start. They originally came from Save the World, but weirdly enough, I've noticed recently there's been a bunch of them inside the Wailing Woods bunker. Now, these teddy bears do scare me a little bit because they're placed in positions to make you jump, and they remind me of Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's, which is pretty cool. But if we keep looking around the Wailing Woods bunker, you'll notice there's some extremely weird teddy bears that do freak me out. They're kind of just like hiding in corners and stuff. For example, this teddy bear right here, just staring at the corner for no apparent reason. I have no idea why Epic Games would have done this, but it's pretty freaky to see a teddy bear sat on the roof staring in a corner. So yeah, I do like it, but it does scare me a little bit. So if we keep heading up out of this little lodge and move over to the other lodge, you'll notice there's an even weirder teddy bear in here. This teddy bear itself has its own entire room, and all that's in there is a mirror. And this is what makes me think maybe this could be related something to Five Nights at Freddy. Who knows, maybe like a little Easter egg or something. I don't exactly know, but it's pretty scary to see that mirror there and the teddy bear here. You never know what's going to happen in this room. It could develop over time throughout Season 6. We'll have to see exactly what's going to happen. That's the first spooky Easter egg that I want to show you guys. Anyway, moving on to the second spooky Easter egg. Now, coming in at number 2, we have the superhero base and the villain base. Now, if you guys haven't been keeping up to date with the Fortnite storyline, the superhero base and the villain villain base played key parts in the Fortnite storyline. Now what's weird about these and a little bit spooky is they've just been left to be abandoned, which leaves the question, where on earth have the heroes and villains or the people who lived here gone? Now there was the theory that the entire thing with hero and villains was all a big kind of like spoof by the actual developers of Fortnite, just to make like a hidden film to disguise the idea of the rocket taking off. But then again, why would they leave these bases abandoned if something big happened like that in Fortnite? And then we come across this weird picture in here, which reminds me of the cube a little bit. Now again, it might not relate to the cube.
Let's suppose that you're writing a really important email to a colleague.
At all, but I have a little weird feeling that possibly it could. But yeah, inside of here it's completely abandoned. I recommend checking it out for yourself. You never know, by season 7 Fortnite could completely remove this from Battle Royale and maybe replace it with something else. So let's pop over to the villain base. Now the villain base has also been completely abandoned in Fortnite Battle Royale. The interesting thing about this is the villain base was actually such a key part in the storyline. I'm surprised that the Fortnite government or whoever runs the map hasn't actually kept this place up and running. It is a place of history and it does require a lot of work to redo, to basically refix it and build it up. But, you know, Fortnite may do that. We don't know exactly what's going to happen to it. But to me, it just looks like it's been completely abandoned. People have been living here. People have been visiting it, smashing things up. I don't know exactly what's going on. But this place here is a really crucial place for the Fortnite storyline. We even have chests which are stuck to the wall by cobwebs, so someone's been here sticking these things on the wall. But it's an interesting concept to see this huge part in the Fortnite storyline just be completely abandoned. But let's move on to number 3. So number 3 is a little bit of a weird one. Basically, you remember that Three Little Piggy story as a child? Well, most people got told that kind of like nursery rhyme type thing where basically there are 3 pigs and they all try and build a house and the wolf blows them down, and the last one the wolf can't actually blow down. Well, the interesting concept with that is Fortnite have actually added in 3 little houses made of all different materials. This has actually been sent to me on Twitter via a few subscribers. It's a really cool concept and I do like it. We see this little kind of like little 1x1 made out of wood just outside of Paradise, and this one has 1 chest in. Now if we move all the way over to Greasy Grove, we'll notice there's another structure. I just think it's really interesting how they've linked this with the tier 100 skin. It's pretty spooky, and we can probably expect, hopefully, a challenge to pop on this during season 6, which would be pretty interesting. I hope there's a week like 9 challenge or a week 8 challenge later on in the season that's like references this, and you've got to kind of like go to each hut or something. I don't know, but it's a little Easter egg, a little bit spooky as well, which Fortnite have added in. I definitely think it is worth checking out all 3 of these huts. So here is the second hut outside of Greasy Grove. Inside of here, again, you get 2 chests. It looks like a little pig's been kind of like chilling in here. I don't know exactly if it's a little pig, but it could be anything. It could be just a normal skin, who knows? We don't exactly know, and maybe the loading screens will have a reference to that in the future. As we know so far, we're up to the week 2 loading screen, and we see the actual llama skin, the guy on top of the llama, inside of Wailing Woods. Now maybe towards the end of the loading screens, he goes to all these little houses, and we see the wolf actually blow them down. We don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but we've already seen the wolf Dire in the loading screens already, as he's already appeared in week 2, which is pretty cool. Whereas last season, we didn't see Ragnarok at all. So here we are, we've got the final one, the metal one. I assume this is the one he's not going to be able to destroy. And inside of here, you can get a total of 3 chests. So it's a pretty good spot to drop if you're nearby. Unfortunately, the only place nearby is Lazy Links, but you could also drop at Lazy, get an 80k, and drive out to there. So I do like that little theory, and it's awesome from Fortnite to add something like that in. So, moving on to number 4. Now this one is a pretty interesting concept, and it's nothing too major, but Fortnite have been adding in a bunch of spooky decorations around the entire map. A little bit weird and a little bit Halloween themed. I think it's interesting how they completely changed the shop in Retail Row to a Halloween theme, and this is the shop here if it will render in. Now the weird thing about this is I actually didn't realize this until a few weeks, well not even that, probably a few days ago, and I dropped here and I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. And over time Fortnite is developing this shop, so you never know, by the end of like Halloween we may see this shop fully upgraded, and we could even see maybe some shirts being sold in here. Who knows exactly what we're going to get, but it is pretty cool. So if you haven't already been checking out these shops, I do recommend dropping at these because they are awesome and they're a pretty cool design. We've also got tons of decorations on the map, which the majority of you have probably already seen, and it isn't really worth showing in this video. But yeah, this little location here is definitely worth a drop if you've got some spare time. Now finally, the final one that I want to show you guys coming in at number 5 is the Loot Lake house. So if you guys remember, Moisty Mire is a very old location. It actually had the theory.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day, every day.
Of the Loch Ness Monster and other type of monsters as well coming from Moisty Mire. So we actually have the Moisty Merman and a few other things as well. Well, there's a theory that a few subscribers have been hitting me up with that this thing under here could potentially be the Loch Ness Monster. Now I'm not 100% sure if that is the case or not, but subscribers have been contacting me saying that this could be related to Moisty Mire and have something to do with the monster that was meant to be in Fortnite but got completely cancelled. Cube has been flying around the entire island on this crazy kind of weird floating island which has been drawn out of the ground by Loot Lake. But the weird thing is, the little expansion the Cube has been having. So after spending about 20 minutes trying to get this to load in playground mode, have you guys realized maybe this could be a pair of eyes? Maybe the Cube is actually trying to see something and wants to cause some damage within the Fortnite Season 6 storyline. Now we don't know exactly what's going to happen with this, and it could just be a complete random theory, but it's something that has been popping up all over my feed recently, and I just thought, you know, I've got to cover it because loads of people have been sending me it. It looks a little bit like a hand or maybe some eyes, and maybe the Cube is trying to reach out, or maybe it's actually trying to peek out and target an area to destroy. Could it be Tilted Towers? Could it be Salty Springs? We had the theory at the start of the season where the Cube was actually hovering over Salty Springs and potentially even wanting to destroy Salty Springs. So we don't know. It was only a glitch exactly. Obviously it was only on the radar or the map, whatever you want to call it, but we don't know if the Cube or the island is actually going to end up at Salty Springs. If that is the case, that would be absolutely hilarious because technically Fortnite would have leaked the Season 6 ending already, which would be really, really funny. I don't know if that is the case or not. I didn't cover it on my channel straight away because I just thought it was a glitch and a render glitch. Fortnite did contact the community saying that it was a glitch and there's nothing to worry about, but you never know. The Cube could end up over Salty Springs and end up destroying it. If you guys have any other spooky things that you've seen in Fortnite this Halloween, feel free to leave them down in the comment section down below. It would be awesome to see what you guys have been seeing. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, do remember to stick around because I bring out daily Fortnite content whilst also covering the Fortnite storyline. Recently, I just dropped a video covering the entire Fortnite storyline up to the end of Season 5. So if you haven't already kept up on the Fortnite storyline, that goes over all the loading screens and all the map changes that we've had relating to huge changes in Fortnite Battle Royale. So that video is going to be on screen at the end of this video. Make sure to click that one. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you are new around here, stick around for daily Fortnite content. If you've made it to the end of this video, comment down below purple cube and it'll tell me if you've made it right to the end of this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment.
You know how I know you suck? Because your username is ISuck24/7.
Oh, you know how I know you suck? Because you're dead.
No!
Actually trashy.
Are you guys like dating right now? Is that why you guys are fighting?
I've been dating for 5 years. I've gifted her 3 skins with your dad's credit card.
Alrighty guys, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be honest, okay? You guys are dripping the fire emojis. The channel's on fire, okay? You guys are doing so well and so amazing, and I love you guys so much. Obviously, this is pre-intro, and where this video starts is me talking about this new community thing that I want to do, where I want to give away V-Bucks. You'll hear about it. In one of the creative servers I joined, I find a Fortnite couple literally breaking up. It's insane. Turn on notifications, buy some Razor Respawn, link down below. And honestly, if you hit the like button in 8 seconds, you're a beast. Hit the like button for my everlasting love and watch through this entire video to the very end. All right, I love you gamers. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, gamers across the internet, it is I, Megabot123_LOL. So as a YouTuber, you guys know it's my job to put out a good funny content. The llama and I were hilarious guys, right llama?
Stop it, get some help.
Okay, Llama, that wasn't very funny. We'll just move on. These videos I've been making, I try to make them funny, I try to make them good, and just like good, entertaining content that makes your day better. All right, and part of making good content is about keeping you guys on your toes, right? And keeping things interesting. I think we do part one pretty well. I think I do a decent job of entertaining you guys, but the second part of this is keeping the community whole, sane, and fed, all right? Pause this whole train of thought, pause everything. Dude, look at this, okay? This is the Social Blade for the past month. This is our channel, and for about a week, we were gaining like less than 1,000 subs a day, and then look at this. Dude, what the freaking crap happened? Right now, we're at 2,946,000 subscribers, and literally, dude, I think we're gonna hit 3 mil by the time I get back from VidCon. Thank you for everybody supporting this channel, dude. Like, the community is popping on YouTube, we're popping on Twitter and Instagram. Like, is there a funny meme of someone saying it's lit?
Why you tell me Schley?
That was not what I was looking for. I just wanted to say the YouTube channel's lit. All right, like that's what we lit out here, boys. For 3 million subscribers, I have something special in mind. I've mentioned it a few times before, but what we gotta do today in order to feed this growing community that's growing way too fast. In today's vid, all I have in mind is finding people, going, I guess, undercover in a way, and giving back to people in our community. If I go homeless and I end up under a bridge, just let me know if you'll visit me, okay?
What's up, Megabot?
Hey! Yo, Tove, I saw you editing pretty hardcore with your soccer skin on. Are you a tryhard?
Only a little bit, and it's pronounced Tob.
Wait, didn't I said Tove, right?
Tob.
Yeah, Tove. So back in the day, guys, I used to do a lot of content where I would give back, like literally hundreds of thousands of V-Bucks. Oh my, I'm gonna get shotgunned right away. I used to give away a lot of V-Bucks, and I have some banger ideas on... Tob, you better save me. If you save my life, if you don't let me die, oh... Bro, I was gonna say if you don't let me die, I'll give you V-Bucks, like high key. Yeah, dude. All right, tell you what, reboot me. I'll give you V-Bucks.
Look at my HP.
Oh my. Oh no. No, Tove, my God. I've got a lot of funny ideas to make this video infinitely more watchable than all the other videos on YouTube. Watch this entire thing. There's this guy, he's really, really good at Fortnite. His name is Landon.
I sometimes watch Landon and I watch Laserbeam.
Wait, you've watched Landon before?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my favorite YouTuber. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah, you sound a lot like him.
You think so? Alright, boys, you busted me, dude. You busted me way too quick. I am Landon. I'm a YouTuber, alright? I'll be honest. Alright, whoever reses me, I'll buy you V-Bucks. Not kidding. Okay, he's gonna try to res me. I'm just gonna keep moving. Ready, boys? Look at the timer, look at the timer, look at the timer.
Oh my. I think that's a voice changer, but I'm not sure.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read. It undermines the writer's message, and the word choice is bland.